No Scotland, no party. You won't be singing that tonight, will you? Since Germany fucking smacked 5 past you. Fair play for singing when they've scored, but overall it's absolutely shambolic. Scotland come to these competitions, you know, Wales sometimes make it, sometimes they don't, and they get battered week in, week out in the fucking Euros, day in, day out, because of the bloody tournament. It's a joke. They put up zero fight, to be honest. Germany absolutely slapped them silly, and they haven't won their past 3 opening group stage games in a tournament, so you must be some sort of shit for that. And to be fair, they do love a bloody party, the Scots. I don't mind that. I love a party, and fair play to the Scottish people. Don't have anything against you, but your team is shit. And when England are beating Slovenia 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, fuck it off. Exactly. Their only joy is if England lose, which I hope we don't do that now to Slovenia. But what a game. The Germans turned up, and I do have a feeling like they're a little bit of like, they could go under the radar and potentially make the final, something like that, which could be immense, because in recent time, in the competitions of the Euros and World Cup, they have done shit. Or they've not done it as good as, like, you know, we would have expected to. And this one, they're the host of the competition, so they have a little bit of pressure, but everyone's expecting, like, France, maybe Italy, the holders, to go and do it, England, so they could swoop under, but depends who they come against in, obviously, the later stages of the games. Today, there was epic, awesome. Started off, I mean, all the bloody world beaters, or the ones you know look saying, oh, they're a one to watch, all scored. Wirtz opening the score, and it's a great goal by Germany. Open it up early as well against Scotland to make sure they don't like grind out a 0-0 or something like that. Beautiful goal by Wirtz. And then soon after, Musiala, who ran that game, let's be honest, he is a phenomenal talent. Could have been English, but he's German. That's absolutely fantastic, and what a goal from him. The Scottish defence was all over the place. They couldn't cope with the play that the Germans were having, and it just kept on coming because there was mistake after mistake. I believe there was a disallowed goal before the third. Then they end up giving away a penalty where that player, I can't remember his name, but he has to put in the challenge, let's be real. He just goes in a bit too heavy, hits his foot, and it's a red card for me. Definitely a penalty. And Kai Havertz, who has been ridiculed by especially Chelsea for so long, he's ended the season well with Arsenal, he scores that pen, and he puts Germany in a very comfortable position there against 10 men. The referee's decisions I thought were really good. The VAR was so much quicker, and we saw this when it first got introduced, I believe, in the World Cup, and then in the Euros before this Euros and the World Cup. That's just gone. The VAR is so much quicker, so why don't the Prem just use the exact same system? They're so like hell-bent on using their way and taking 5 minutes out of the game every single time. It's a joke, but it's pretty good. The decision was very good. Germany going 3-0. They didn't really have much to do defensively, which could be, you know, something that could get exposed later in the line, especially in like the round of 16 quarterfinals, etc., etc., etc. They started off where they left off. Musiala lit it up in the second half, and then it is Fullkrug who gets the fourth. Sensational from him. Germany smacked him up, and then Scotland out of nowhere. It's a great cross by Robertson to fair, whip with pace. It just gets flicked on. It's like a bloody just rebound games, douche, list of mistakes, and it ends up in the back of the net. A rude grown goal, which is something, as I said, could be exposed later down the line. That defence was terrible. Obviously, Fulkrug did flick it on, so it's hard to adapt to that. And then it's get hit by a Scottish player. Rudiger's got no idea where he is and just flicks off his head. And Neuer obviously can't really do anything about it. Scotland fans erupted. I suppose it gives them something to cheer about. They've probably not going to score another goal in the competition, but you know, it gave them something to cheer about. Quickly deafened and silenced by Emre Can. What a goal, what a long shot. The keeper probably, I say what a goal. Angus Gunn should have saved it. He was shit for Southampton when I watched him. I don't know if he still plays for Southampton, but what I've saw of him is wank, and for Scotland, he's still been wank. So they need to do something about that. I don't know what happened to that Rangers keeper. That's the last time I bloody watched Scotland, which was probably in Euro 2020, because I don't give a shit about them. But I've hammered Scotland all game fair. You have got some players. Please, Super John McGinn plays for you. You've got Robertson, you've got Shea Adams, you've got these players. Armstrong, what's happened to him? Stuart Armstrong, I don't know where he's gone. But they have got a team there that can grind out a result, and if they play very well in their next games, they could potentially get them second in the group. But it's just hard for them in it, because obviously they're qualifying a lot. But when it's man for man for like the other teams, like a Switzerland, I still back Switzerland over Scotland. But you'd have to see, they've got players who can change a game, like McGinn, like Robertson, etc., etc. So we'll have to see how they do in the competition. But perfect start for Germany. Can they go all the way this season? The season, why am I acting like it's a bloody season? This tournament, I feel like, yes, they can definitely get to the semi-final, the final. We'll just have to see how they are defensively, because that one little Scottish free kick, really, they couldn't deal with it well. Had them on the ropes. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Euro 2024 is here. Up the England, up the fucking tournament. Come on.